78 years ago, on this very day, a Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life, was released. And while the movie is now celebrated as not just a Christmas classic, but one of the greatest films of all time, it was not originally considered to be a success when it first premiered. New at 7:30, DeRose has more on the tradition and the legacy of this Paramount movie and its local tie to our community.
Every year around the holidays, there seem to be a select few movies that people tend to revisit, and one of those films, It's a Wonderful Life, seems to be a cornerstone in our society and in our collective mind. It's a film that reminds us that every person's life, no matter who they are or where they are, has value.
To my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Directed by Frank Capra and released in 1946, It's a Wonderful Life stars Jimmy Stewart as George Bailey, a small-town businessman who at Christmas finds himself in utter despair after funds from his company are misplaced. Bailey is ready to throw it all away when a higher power intervenes in the form of an angel named Clarence.
Why'd you want to save me?
That's what I was sent down for. I'm your guardian angel.
Clarence grants George Bailey a unique wish, a chance to see what his world would be like had he never been born.
Hurry, it's George!
The film ultimately culminates with Bailey realizing what a gift his life is and how he has led a truly wonderful life.
When it's released, it's not a huge success. It does okay, but a funny thing happens over years. There's a clerical error and it falls into the public domain. So it's repeatedly aired and gets a lot of exposure. And that is one of the reasons that it becomes a Christmas classic, is because it's easy to air and topical every year at Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
And while the movie has had many memorable moments, arguably one of the greatest lines in cinema history was said by then 6-year-old actress Carolyn Grimes, who played Zuzu Bailey.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right.
Now in her 80s, Grimes works year-round to keep the memory of It's a Wonderful Life alive.
What are some of your memories of being on set, of being in that movie?
Well, of course, the snow. I was born and raised in Hollywood. It doesn't snow there. So for me to see this mounds of snow and walk around, and it's not real, but it was just super cool.
Grimes went on to work on several other big films with big-name Hollywood stars. But she says It's a Wonderful Life holds a special place in her heart, and so does her on-screen father, Jimmy Stewart.
He was great. I mean, you know, we did a lot of things other than just acting in the scenes in the movie. We were around him a lot. All of us kids were. But, of course, I got a special scene with him, which made it even better.
Now, will you do something for me?
Will you try and get some sleep?
I'm not sleepy.
And while Grimes carries on the legacy of the film, both the movie and its leading man live on in Indiana, Pennsylvania, Jimmy Stewart's hometown. Janie McCurgan, the executive director of the Jimmy Stewart Museum, says that not only does the town have an It's a Wonderful Life Christmas festival each year, but the movie is featured prominently in the museum's collection.
What do you love so much about It's a Wonderful Life?
I love it because you get something out of it each time you watch it. And I think it's also a sense of community. You're helping out your community and you're making a difference. Like at the end, George says, you know, he did enough and he was enough.
Clarence! Help me, Clarence!
People who are in a position where they're seriously considering ending their lives, I think this is medicine for them. Gave them hope, turned their lives around, and I don't see that stopping.
Reporting in Indiana, Pennsylvania, with photojournalist Damian Catanza, DeRose, KDKA-TV News.